Hello there, David here from londonsafes.co.uk. We've had quite a few questions about fire resistance with our Bloomsbury range of safes, which if you are familiar with the range, you'll know what they are. If not, I'll put a link in the top right hand corner now to the video all about the Bloomsbury range of safes. And in that video, I explain why they're so secure, how well made they are, and the features they've got that lots of other safes don't have from other manufacturers. But one of the questions that comes up all the time is fire resistant. Now, the Bloomsburys aren't really fire resistant. They're highly burglar resistant, but not really for fire, in so much as they're a big steel heavy box, so it would take some fire energy to heat the contents up where it would start incinerating, but technically not a fire safe. We do have these fireproof wallets that you can buy to put certain things inside the wallet and then put the wallet inside the safe, if you see what I mean. So you've got then the security of the safe and the fire resistance and water resistance of the wallet. But if you're looking for the same quality of safe with the emergency keys, with the laser cut door, etc., we now have the Bloomsbury Fire range, which comes in three sizes: a size 1, a size 2, and the larger one, the size 3. Now, these sizes it's a smaller range of sizes because the Bloomsbury comes in 6 sizes, but the fire resistant range here only in 3, but they are equivalent sizes. So this size 3, so the largest of the fire resistant, is the same carcass and dimensions, or it starts its life as the size 4. Size 1 is the same as the Bloomsbury size 2, and the size 2 is the same as the Bloomsbury size 3. If you want to know the specific sizes and stuff and capacity, I'll put them up later in the video, but let's just talk about the features first. So we'll look at the size 1 first. So it's the same laser cut door, solid 10mm steel door, which is cut with a laser so that you can't bang any tooling in. You've got your digital keypad, internal batteries. You've got an external point for powering the circuit with a 9-volt battery if the batteries go dead. But with this range, the thing that really separates them is you've got emergency keys. That's the keyhole. You peel that back. I don't know if I can do that on camera. Yeah, I can. You peel that back and that reveals the keyhole. And the safes come with 2 full-size proper safe keys that you can always get into your safe even if you've completely forgotten the code. Well, that's what the emergency keys look like. You can see they're sort of proper keys, not like double-bitted. They're double-bitted safe keys, not like locker keys. This is a proper safe. I'll jump over to the size 3, which, as I explained, is the same as the size 4 in the Bloomsbury, so I can explain the differences. I'll open them both up and back away, so immediately you'll see a difference. So the Bloomsbury is a single-walled safe, so it's one layer of steel. So I'm just knocking on the inside, just that it's this 5mm body, and you'll see the door is made from that 10mm slab. But when you go around to the fire version, you've got the door is thicker because you've got this extra section here with your fire expanding strips, but you've also got a double wall construction and there's fire retardant wall. So it's it's as thick as that rather than just being the 5mm steel of the Bloomsbury range. One of the virtues that I talk about on the Bloomsbury range is the multiple large fixing holes that you've got. You can just see them with a light poking through. 4 on the back, and there's also under that carpet. 4 on the base. Incidentally, on carpets, carpets are included with Bloomsbury, but you can't have carpets on the Bloomsbury Fire. I'll explain that in a sec. But going back to the fixing holes, so one of the reasons that the Bloomsbury is so good is how well it can be fixed into the fabric of the building. If you can use all 8 fixings, it's it's immovable basically, or virtually immovable, depending on the surfaces that you're bolting to. But when it comes to fire-resistant safes, you can't have all these holes there for fixing because that's how fire is going to potentially get into the unit. So what they provide on the fire-resistant versions is a single base fixing hole, recessed, and a single rear fixing hole. So that is the trade-off for the fire resistance, I'm afraid. The reason we say no carpet is the base of the safe is flush with the bottom of the inside of the door. So if you had carpet, if you see how the carpet could potentially sort of bunch up, it could bunch up and jam the door. It could get into the boltwork and jam the door. So we don't recommend carpets on these unless, if you really want a carpet, we'd have to cut it back a bit so that it's not near the door, and then after we've installed it, stick it down with double-sided tape. You get a shelf, removable shelf with each one. Same superb bolt work. We compare size for size, 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom, 3 on the sides, and on the same size safe, 3 on the side, 2 on the top, and 2 on the bottom. So for fire, these are designated as a light fire storage unit, which is the code LFS 30, which is 30 minutes of fire protection. And you've also got your S2 security rating for your insurance rating, which is for 4,000 cash or 40,000 valuables, which is the EN 14450. So in terms of dimensions, I'll put the external dimensions up on the screen for the size 1 now. And now the internal dimensions on screen now. And again, external dimensions for this size 2 up on screen. Internal dimensions for the size 2 on screen. And also for the size 3, the external dimensions. There is a link to the safes in the video description. And finally, the internal dimensions for the size 3. If you've got any questions, if you look in the video description, you'll see my WhatsApp number. I'll put it up on screen now as well. You can WhatsApp me directly. Jump on to the website, londonsafes.co.uk, or give us a call during office hours, and we'll happily answer any questions that you might have. And with us, it's free delivery and free installation in that service area. Thank you very much for watching. I'm going to end now with a short clip of a video showing more about our service in general.
Free delivery and free installation. Your safe will be delivered and professionally installed by one of our own vetted employees who will arrive in an unmarked vehicle. Get in touch online or call us on 0800 711 7892.